Well, welcome back, friends, to the Polish Podcast. We hope you're enjoying the insightful discussion we're having today with our guest, Ellie Nieves. Now, let's add a splash of spontaneity and a sprinkle of fun to the show. It's time for Ask Me Anything. So, Ellie, here is how Ask Me Anything works. We are about to uncover the woman behind the profession, the quirks behind your expertise. I have received 3 questions from a previous podcast guest, and your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to answer these questions so that we can get a deeper insight into who you are. Are you game?
I am ready.
Oh, Ellie, yes. I am so excited that you are ready. You came to play. Today's questions were curated by Katrina Ballard. She is the owner of Happy Teams, which is an organization dedicated to helping companies develop robust leadership and a thriving culture. She will be a guest in our December episodes that are coming up. But to kick things off, here is her first question for you.
What's your favorite way to deeply relax? What makes you feel completely calm and serene?
So I live on a lake in Florida, and one of my favorite things to do is just sit on the dock and watch the water. It just completely calms me down. It makes me grateful, and it's just a complete way to relax for me.
That's beautiful. Water has a way of doing that. I love, for me, it's the beach.
Yes.
But just something about sitting there really soothes the soul. I love it. Mm-hmm. All right. Question 2, Ellie.
How do you approach conflict in leadership? This can be a conflict of ideas, opinions, or actions.
So I kind of have like a three things that I make sure that I try to do whenever there's conflict. So one is I like to confront the conflict. So I don't like to avoid it. Mm-hmm. I like to approach the conflict with an open mind and kind of hold my opinions loosely. So I like to, come in with an open mind. Perhaps there's something that I'm going to learn here. And just be open to whatever I'm hearing. And then 3, humility. I really feel that humility is important because, I learned early in my career that when I was too opinionated about something, or I stuck to my guns with something, that it didn't allow for resolution of the conflict, that sometimes it actually exacerbated the conflict. So that's why I try to go in with an open mind and with a level of humility. And I find that often leads to a better result.
That's so good. We'll have to take notes on that one for sure, because conflict it can be tricky. And I love that you said, like, I like to confront it. Like, let's talk about it. Let's not let this ruminate and grow into something that it doesn't need to be. So that's, I think, an encouragement for all of us for sure. All right. Her third question is this.
As women in the workplace, it can be easy to feel passionate about doing good work. Practically speaking, how do you stay rooted in Christ amid your ambition and drive to create good work?
I think I've talked about that throughout the podcast, which is really the prayer,
I agree with that.
the Bible study. Fellowship is important too. I think I didn't talk enough about fellowship, but I find that spending time with other Christian women who share my values and perspective can be really grounding. So I really seek that out intentionally. And my husband and I just recently moved to Florida, and we have been visiting a particular church, which I love because the women and the fellowship there has been tremendous. Despite the fact that I'm new to the area and still spending a lot of time in New York, that they have embraced me fully. And it's been wonderful to be able to share with women who, seek God as well. And I recently went off on a girls' cruise with them just a few weeks ago, and it was absolutely fantastic to know that we could have a great time together as friends, but then also that God always permeated our discussions very naturally. It was never anything forced. It was just the fact that He's so important to us that it was easy to just refer to Him and invite Him into our discussions and still have a good time as women. So I believe that fellowship is really important. It helps to sharpen us. When you're around other women that also share your faith, it just sharpens our character, sharpens our perspective. And then as we share our stories with each other, it also becomes a source of faith. It increases our faith, understanding how other women have overcome their challenges, how they're seeing God in their lives work in miraculous ways. It just continues to help you flourish in your own faith.
I love that. It's, don't underestimate the power of community and fellowship. I think that is such a crucial piece to our faith walk. So thank you so much for sharing that with us, Ellie. And I actually have a bonus question. This one's from me because it's November. Thanksgiving's on the horizon. So as the year winds down, what's a highlight from your year that you are grateful for?
I'm grateful for the time I've got to spend with my family and my friends. I really feel that it's through community that we are able to shape our character, and then that community also really enlivens our lives. It enriches our lives in so many ways. So I'm really grateful for my husbands, my children, my grandbabies, my extended family. I just actually recently had an opportunity to share with an aunt who I haven't seen in a long time. She is in her 80s. My mom is in her 80s. And we had an opportunity to bring them together. They hadn't seen each other in a few years. So being able to spend time even with my elders and seeing how, how much they've contributed to our lives, my cousins and all of our lives, and just to see the elders in our family be able to reach such an age and be grateful that they're still with us is immensely enriching. So I'm really grateful for just the wonderful family and friends that God has put in my life.
It is a blessing. And Ellie, I'm just so thankful that you were able to bless us with your story and your encouragement today. And I'm just grateful for all the things you've shared with us during this segment. And here's the thing, friends, we want you to join the conversation too. Do you have a burning question? Do you have a curiosity you want to pursue about leadership or one of our guests? Now's your chance to be part of the action. Visit our website at polishnetwork.org, submit your questions there, and become a Polish Podcast MVP and get a mention plus insight into your favorite guests. Send in those questions today.